better turn that down in case I get a copyright claim. Good old YouTube loves that. Sunset behind us. I may very well do a little panorama when I get to the top. There's opportunity for a stop without blocking the lane and having a look round. That'd be nice to do. They want to stop near the sheep. I'm not 100% certain, but I think they'll be with lamb at the moment. I'm not 100% certain, but a couple of them looked a bit plumper than normal, so I don't want to stop there and show you the sunset. Maybe it'll still be visible as we get to the top. It's a lovely lane, this. slow down over those bumps, but I think you'd probably be okay in an SUV on this lane if you just took it a little bit slower on those bumps. I'm sort of sitting, I don't know, about 8 miles an hour, give or take, just sort of idling in second. Tarmac mostly, not flat tarmac, hard pack I guess. It's gorgeous in this light. See, that's interesting. I've never seen machinery up out on the quarry. I've done this lane a couple of times, but it looks like there's a van of some sort and potentially a digger, not sure. Like a transit van and a digger. What they're up to. Sure what lane that transit was on, but we may end up having to squeeze past each other. Couldn't see which side of the fence we've gone. We'll soon find out. It's well signposted. You couldn't accidentally end up on the quarry side. There's lots of fencing, lots of signposts. Very well routed. Which is probably a good thing, because I wouldn't like to hazard a guess, but it's probably a 100-metre drop to the right there. You wouldn't want to accidentally end up on the wrong side. What you didn't see at the start of the video was as you're turning off the main road onto the lane, it's about 50 metres of, I wouldn't say sharp climb, but certainly quite steep. It's equally steep as this, if not a little bit more so, and a little bit more rutted as well. So I didn't stop there to turn the camera on. I got to the top of the climb. We'd be travelling in this direction. As you turn off the main road, you want to be in first and be in 4-wheel drive if it's selectable. It's good traction though. There's lots of icy puddles today. It's like hovering around 0, -1. And a little bit colder overnight. Surprising because it's 4 PM after the day after it frosted and there's still frost on the ground, so it's been cold all day. Got our view. So I'm sure someone will correct me with local knowledge, but I'm pretty sure that's Dove Holes. like this lane is quite long, you know, even if you're trucking along at 5-8 miles an hour. I very rarely go quicker than that, A, because it's not legal, 2, really, but also, why would you? It's not safe to, it's not considerate to, it's obnoxious. You know, if you're not in an emergency, you just, I like to just idle along. You have to take in more of the view. Speaking of which, it's quite a steep descent here. What a gorgeous view. As it's quite icy, I'm just going to put hill descent on. Let that do its thing. Good traction, but when you're on your own, it always pays to take precaution, doesn't it? Better safe than sorry. Just drop that off there, hill descent, and idle out in a second. It's a gorgeous view of the quarry that we're about to approach. I'll hop out, take a few pictures, bit of a panoramic, and probably edit that together with this before we get back in and carry on. Yeah, do you know what? I'll carry on to the next edge. I was considering pulling it over there, but it'll be a bit narrow in case something else comes. Back with you in 2 ticks. And off we go again. You'll have just seen a couple of snapshots of the quarry. Which, like I say, it's strange for something, for me anyway, for something so industrial to be so pretty, but I don't know. Maybe it's the sunset, maybe it's the turquoise water, maybe it is the sort of contrast with the nature, having that big industrial behemoth of a quarry. It's huge. Couldn't quite see in the video, but there's a lot of large dumper trucks working away at the bottom. Like I don't know how many levels they had, at least half a dozen. Maybe getting in the way of this tractor here, so let's work out what we're going to do. Oh no, he's pulling off. That's good. Give us a little wave, that's nice. Always wave back, always be polite. Most of the time I try and wave first if I can. Sort of just assessing what he was doing, then I wasn't sure if he was just pulling in to let us pass, but I think he was dropping off some silage or something perhaps. Everyone waves around here, what a lovely jogger wave. I'm sure it won't always be lovely. You're eventually going to bump into someone that takes an umbrage with you being there, but you just have to remind yourself, and perhaps them politely, it's the right way. This is proper tarmac now, we've moved off the hard pack onto tarmac, just idling in third. Just give space to this tractor. Wonder what he's doing. Dropping off silage as well, I presume. No cropping going on at this time. Yeah. Good man yourself. Pretty sure on the right there's a turn off for another little byway, but looks quite rutted and muddy and no, rutted and muddy. Get your words out. Rutted and muddy, and being on my own and this sort of being impromptu. I'm not dropped my tyre PSIs or anything like that. I've just wanted to get out for a quick half an hour, so leave that one for another day. We'll film that in both directions and pop that up on the YouTube channel with Trailwise ID and reference for anyone who's interested in trying it out. And then we'll have a look at the other ones surrounding that. Not sure what the overall plan is, but I think I'll try and do at least a lane or two a week. At least a lane a week, let's be reasonable. Lovely. And with that lovely wave from a cyclist, let's switch this camera off and set a sat nav for back home. Cheers all.